So today we're going to be going over some girl math. What is girl math, you ask? Girl math is female logic used to justify their poor decisions. Now, this could be applied in a number of ways, but today we're going to be going over how women will just would rather die than to settle down for I don't know a good, willing, nice man. No, 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 no. You would be surprised how many women are just going to be using these men as placeholders until I don't know their ex suddenly has a change of heart. I don't want to spoil anything, but before we get into the video, please go ahead, leave a like for me, and go ahead and subscribe to this stranger's channel. I would like to think I'm a good guy, a nice, decent guy to hold out for. Let's watch the video.
All you have to do is listen to women talk. They tell on themselves constantly. This, let me make it easier to read. This is more common than you think. My sister getting married in 2 days on the phone with her ex from 13 years ago just to make sure that she can't marry him instead. I made this
Wow.
map for an old video. I'm going to expand on it soon. I'm basically going to explain why loose morals result in social and civil decay.
Facts. Nobody really thinks about this, but this is true. You have a society filled with loose morals, practically no morals, just a society full of degeneracy and hedonistic whims. It leads to chaos. To have a good life for everybody, there needs to be balance. There needs to be order. There needs to be boundaries. Okay, you can't go willy nilly. You can't be promiscuous. You can't always leave options open. You can't say yes to everything. Trust me, this will all make sense in the long run.
So here's a preview. This girl calling her ex is not a new or a rare thing. This map was my response to a video about a guy who met a girl, fell in love, proposed to her after 3 years. She said no. He proposed again after 1 year. She said no again. And he
Damn.
tried to break up with her, which she didn't want to do. Even her family pressured him to stay with her. This was confusing to him because if you don't want to accept the proposal, what are you waiting for? And we never got an official answer, but I'm pretty sure that the answer is a different guy from her past who broke up with her a while ago, and she's waiting for him to come back and replace him, even though he's not planning on doing that. He's busy. So basically, loose morals are...
He's busy. Well, like, what don't you get, ladies? He's gone. And he's never coming back. If he says he doesn't want you, you should believe him. He's not lying. He is not lying. But the one guy that says, yo, I like you and I want you. I will be that man for you. It'll just be you and me against the world. Let me take your hand in marriage. That guy is a hard no for you. Girl math.
So basically, loose morals are destructive because without social constraints that result in stable marriages, women tend to fall in love with men who consider them temporary. Notice the orange line, meaning that she's just a for now thing for him. And then, when those same women find men who give them real love and support, they don't appreciate it because in her mind, she almost got married to this guy even though he does not agree.
You know what's interesting, and I've learned this about men and women. When women meet a guy who's like a 9 or a 10 and they think of themselves as average, like a 5 or a 6, they then think, okay, that is the bar. That is the type of man I need to be dealing with. That is the only man that I should actually be willing to marry or whatever, take seriously. Whereas when a fella dates a girl or smashes a girl who's like a 9 or a 10, that dude's all like, well, that's the one for the memory books. I don't know what got into me that night, fellas. I was just on a roll, you know. I was just really feeling myself. It was an MVP performance I put on out there. I left it all on the field, man. When somebody I don't know why guys do this, but guys be asking, "Hey, what's the hottest girl you smash, man? Put up a picture. Put up a picture. Let me see." It's weird. It's weird, but it's a thing. And yeah, like they'd be happy to just show the photo of that moment in time, right? Well, we can remember as a moment in time and just move on.
So then, even though this guy gives her all of this support and commitment, she is still holding out for better, even though better is never coming. And men who give this investment to women and are not appreciated for it, well, they tend to get pretty upset and then they stop doing it. And if men are not investing in society, it's not going to stay standing. So if we have free love, then women start thinking they can do better than they can, and then nobody likes each other, because remember, this is most people. And when people get hurt enough, then they stop putting in effort and they become angry and selfish. And you cannot have a functioning society of angry, selfish people. So it turns into this. What can we do about this? First of all, be this guy if you can. Become the guy that she would leave someone for. Second of all, don't make her do that. Don't have these relationships with women. Stop ruining them. When you say to a girl, "Oh, babe, I just don't know where the wind is going to blow me. I don't know where I'm going to be in 3 weeks." What they hear is, "I'm almost in the top category. I have a 90% chance of making it here. I just have to try a few more tricks." That is what they believe, even if you've never been seen with them in public.
Okay, he's talking about, don't be throwing a line out only for her to never actually catch the bait. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pillow talking with a girl and giving her all these false promises and tell her like, "Oh, I'm not ready for a relationship yet." Because they're going to hold on to that yet. So just be straightforward with them and let them know, hey, it's not going to happen. So then they can move on. We can't be stringing along all these people because then everybody's single and blowing off good choices and partners and all this other stuff. I'm not ready yet. Don't do that. Don't say that.
That is what they believe, even if you've never been seen with them in public. Not every guy can make it here. So if
Exposing
you are
me.
in the majority, then what you need to do is vet your woman. Check on her past. See if there is a different guy she is waiting for. That is not good for you. This guy spent 4 years and God knows how many dollars trying to make her happy, and she was never gonna be happy with him because she was expecting a guy who's not coming. So if she says to you, "My past shouldn't matter," just gently remind her that her past might cause her to leave you at the altar and that this matters to you a whole lot.
And fellas, the best way to avoid any of this from happening is by making sure that when you're with your girl, that she loves you more than you love her. This doesn't mean that you don't love her. All I'm saying is that she loves you more. You do your damn thing, right? You be the man, you be the gentleman, you do all the right things as her man. But she's just the one who kind of prioritizes like all the gushy romantic stuff, that side of the relationship. If she does that, then you're good. And yeah, put the fear of God in her. Let her feel like, okay, it is actually a loss. Or no, rather, like you're willing to walk away quicker than she is. But like just put that little fear in her, right? I'm not saying I'm not saying you make threats. Don't do that. I'm just saying just let her know, like, hey man, like I'm good with her without you. I'm just fine.